My name is Sarah Trone-Garriott. I am an ordained Lutheran minister. I'm also an Iowa State Senator. As a Christian, one of the primary ways we are to show our faithfulness is by caring for our neighbor, making sure they have food, water, a safe place to live, good health. There are no limits as to who that neighbor might be. My scriptures are very clear on this point. I know that this is also true for many other faiths. It is also a deeply held value for so many who are not religious, to care for our neighbors. We're called to do this work as individuals, but also as a community, together to make a bigger impact, to hold one another accountable, and to encourage each other when the work gets challenging. I see government as one of those ways that we work together to do big things and care for the life we have in common. We all do better when we all do better, said Paul Wellstone. And it really does prove to be true, that we are all connected. And good outcomes for our neighbors mean good things for ourselves as well. And that's true when it comes to the bad too. We can't separate our responsibility to care for our neighbors from our responsibility to the earth. The air, water, and soil, habitat and wildlife, the climate. For there is always someone downstream, drinking that water, eating those fish. Someone who depends on the weather for their livelihood. A child breathing the air that travels from miles away. And when we cannot see the impacts on people, wild habitat and wetlands for their own sake, from microscopic bacteria in the soil to predators and prey, all are part of an intricate and interconnected system that we are just beginning to understand. Each loss, every harm, sets off a cascade that impacts us in ways that will eventually reach all of us. So whether it is your faith or your values or even your self-interest, here are some ways to act. Find community. There are groups working together to advocate for good policy for our planet and educating the public. If you can't find one in your community, your school, or religious community, you could start one. And this last year, we've learned all about possible ways to be a community online with people who live on the other side of the state or the other side of the world. Get to know your elected leaders, especially the local ones. While national politics gets a lot of attention, really important decisions are being made in state legislatures, by county administrators, in City Hall. So visit usa.gov/elected-officials for a list of elected leaders making decisions that impact you and find their names and contacts. Get involved. Attend a city council meeting. Volunteer to serve on a board or a committee. Help someone run for office. These experiences help you learn so much about how decisions are made in your community. You will see opportunities to use your voice and to make a difference. For more information on the Iowa State Legislature, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at Sarah for Iowa, or reach out